supreme curriculum. The rhythm from this drum resembling rapid fire. I'm the life wire, slash sire, admire my satire. This would happen when you can bet fire with gasoline. Bitches coming at 115, contact made is obscene. That's potential to monopolize the scene. The miscream at a high rate. I can see them now, they irate. Flatline, once transgressing enemy lines. Nowadays it's propaganda, no depth in the lines. Shallow, I cannonball in the deep end with mine. Next is the front flip twist. All judges give me 9s. +1, I trust none. All I hear is conundrums. Picture not seeing a noble, but still hearing them coming. That's a diplomatic approach. Effective, uncoached. When encroach, thing for throats. So force the tides of the coast. Different from most. A sword control my design. Eat at your mind like injected swine. These words divine. I'm in my prime. While elevating my prime mates, y'all do squares like looking down that landscape.
Niggas can't fuck with us, it's more than us. Coming from Los Angeles, Morocco to us. If you wanna bust with us, prepare to bust. Spitting with us is dangerous.
Niggas can't fuck with us, more than us. Coming from Los Angeles, Morocco to us. If you wanna bust with us, prepare to bust. Spitting with us is dangerous.
When it comes to metaphysics, don't tell me shit. I'm outside with my feds on, thoughts exist. I'm a Moor standing on my square firm, you bitch. Excuse my language, but I'm tired of these dirty tricks. Niggas be talking shit. It be obvious, can't take you serious. You ridiculous, still acting nigga-ish on some silly shit. Ain't never read a book, you serve the colonists. Smile in my face, but you stabbed in my back. I say I'm a Moor cause I know that's a fact. Claiming you more, but you still acting black. Read a lot of books, but I know what you lack is justice. Niggas can't fuck with us, it's more than us. Coming from Los Angeles, Morocco to us. If you wanna bust with us, prepare to bust. Spitting with us is dangerous.
Niggas can't fuck with us, more than us. Coming from Los Angeles, Morocco to us. If you wanna bust with us, prepare to bust. Spitting with us is dangerous.
I built with an Empress, been on a mission, got plenty of game. You should've listened, no competition, you just in my way. Flow with an LRA, now you got some more knowledge today. My third eye vision, seen you from a couple miles away. I wanna take a trip, want this natural high to stay. Packing the 9 to blaze, making you fly your ways. I can't deny the weight on my shoulders, the lights away. I know that if I stay on the path, I find my way.
Niggas can't fuck with us, it's more than us. Coming from Los Angeles, Morocco to us. If you wanna bust with us, prepare to bust. Spitting with us is dangerous.
Niggas can't fuck with us, more than us. Coming from Los Angeles, Morocco to us. If you wanna bust with us, prepare to bust. Spitting with us is dangerous.
It's just
I'm a Moor, I'm a Moor. You a Moor, you a Moor. We some Moors, we some Moors. You need some more? I'ma have to give you more. It's the marvelous, aboriginal, national. I see the truth in you niggas thinking it's magical. Adding and subtracting cause this game is mathematical. Metaphysical lyrics forget you through the obstacle. Geographical, astrological, now it's logical. Breathing is the spiritual, biblical, allegorical. But you would take it literal, that's why your people pitiful. Looking in the sky, why? Waiting on the miracle. But you gon' die waiting cause it's all metaphysical. Mind and the physical, create his own visuals. Only see reflections of myself as getting critical. Theological, studying God like it's typical. Realizing that I'm the God, I'm feeling optimal. I'm a Moor, call me black, that's unconstitutional. Cause I'm a Moor in America, national. And that's the order of the day, factual. I'm a Moor, I'm a Moor. You a Moor, you a Moor. We some Moors, we some Moors. You need some more? I'ma have to give you more.
Illuminate like 1,000 watts. The plot revealed the genius in the black dot. My character cleaned up like the wet mop, starring crest top of the turban, a serpent rising up my back and is searching for the pioneer. These illustrations can heal. Like the average physician, you can count on me not to abandon the mission. Relentless commitment, Muhammad's mountain, all in my pendant. I'm just representing from where I descended. I'm in great shape, so I'm heartily winded. If it ain't a lord of your title, then you just renting. Reenact the truth as I eat the booth. Right angle and compass, navigating through.
She's gone. It's not a way. Ain't no soon. She's alone at any time. Wonder.
I'm a more. I'm a more. You a more. You a more. We some more. We some more. You need some more. I'ma have to give you more.
I'm doing shadow work, I'm trying to reach my darkest thought. Burn up a trippy stick to get me lit and now I'm on. Approached the devil and he told me put your knuckles up. Wiping the floor with him and now his face is puffing up. Prior to severing his head he said he had enough. As I proceed my holy weapon ripping demons up. No need to rush, have patience, that's a must. Execute, cut him up, L's and Bays, turban up.
I'm a more. I'm a more. You a more. You a more. We some more. We some more. You need some more. I'ma have to give you more.
You don't get it. You don't get it. You don't get it. You're a prophet, so you don't get it.
Anybody who's African, in my eyes, me support them. So you have the right to say what you've got to say, and I have the right to listen, but I also have the right to disagree. Okay.
No, but you can't disagree if you're wrong. You can't disagree if you're wrong. If you're wrong, how can you disagree?
Yes, brother Russell, go ahead. True words, prophet. As we said, we're not here to have wars of words.
Look.
And to be more specific,
Look.
the Moor's kingdom
Oh boy, here we
was
go.
now taken over by the so-called Zionist crusading Christians.
Are you a Moor?
The rest of East Africa was
So the Moroccan kingdom got taken over by some Jewish whatever, right? This is what the black guys, the UK black guys say, right? What does a kingdom have to do with Moors? What does a Moroccan kingdom have to do with Moors? What are some relations that some Moroccan kingdom people have with some modern European Jews have to do with Moors? This is why when we went on the platform, we went live on YouTube as well, because we already know that these people are going to try to block the information. We know they're going to try to block the information. We know they're going to try to block the information. So we went live on our own channel at the same time so that when they start talking crazy, I could mute myself so they don't hear me on their thing. They're going to say we're disturbing the thing because why are you talking over people? And we'll just cuss them out on our own channel. Because we weren't born yesterday, and we're not Negro, black, colored, or any of that African BS. We're not that. So as soon as they bring up these types of conversations on their little platforms as if they have a position, they're a fraud. Because you don't even have a nationality. So you shouldn't even be talking. Shouldn't even be talking. These people talk about they know themselves, but they're in Britain. They're in the UK. They're in England. They're in all these colonial corporations, but they know themselves. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. That's why they got mad, because the first thing we asked them is, what name's on your license? Huh? What name's on your license, prophet black guy? I bet you Prophet Black Guy is not on your license. That's not my name. What do you mean that's not your name? Isn't that thing that you call a license what you use for identification? You're not giving them anything else. Oh, well. No, you have a European license. And you didn't even reserve your rights on it. You just signed that as if that's a license. Then they want to debate Moors. You don't even have a nationality to debate Moors. Because we know our people don't know themselves. We know this. That's why we just do what we do. You see the Moors, like we told them on the thing. We told them. So what's this Moors? How's this going to benefit us? The Moors just went to the tow yard and got the tow truck out. No fees, no nothing. Got the car back. Didn't even have state plates on it. So what do you mean this doesn't work? What do you mean this doesn't work? How are you debating Moors when you can't show me a black, African, Hebrew Israelite, Nation of Islam, whoever, that got their car towed and got it back from the people who towed it with no fees? But the Moor stuff doesn't work? Really? That's where you're going? That's really where you're going? That's where you're going for real. And again, this has nothing to do with the host, Icon Bay. Peace to brother Icon Bay, who made sure to at least bring me on the platform. At least do that. While everybody else out there near the UK and Britain and England and all that stuff is playing games. Just like they're playing games over here. Trying to keep the people in perpetual servitude to these Europeans.
Under Islam, the Saudi Arabia.
Are you a Moor?
So the only free, yes, my brother.
Are you a Moor?
What I'm saying, and I know Brother Pooh just going to go into this. What we need to do.
Right. Can I just finish?
See, that's the problem.
The only free, the only free kingdom.
I'm talking to you, Brother Pooh, please.
Right? The only free kingdom that remained throughout all the conquerors that came in was what we now refer to as modern day Ethiopia. That is why the Ethiopian World Federation was sent to give our people, all black people of the world, no matter what you are being subjugated to.
Right, that's a lie. That's a lie because we all know that's Abyssinia. And if he's talking about Ethiopia, that's Greek. Ethiopia. That's Greek. So how are these conscious people telling you that the individuals who used their sovereign power and whatever like that to save the black people were Ethiopians when that's Abyssinia? Isn't that clearly fraud? If you're calling an orange an apple, do you think people are going to take you serious? How are people going to look at you if you start calling oranges apples? How do you think they're going to look at you? You think they're going to look at you like you have some sense, or are they going to look like you're an idiot? If you're calling apples oranges. And you're convinced that you're going to go on a radio show to try to convince people that apples are oranges and oranges are apples. And they're going to use no facts. All they're going to talk about is from emotion. They're going to use no facts whatsoever. They cussed me out talking about I don't care about Marcus Garvey because I'm dissing Marcus Garvey. They cuss me out. I'm dissing Marcus Garvey. When we showed them in the literature where Moors who study Noble Drew Ali, which I'm one of those Moors, in his literature, he told us about Marcus Garvey. As well, we read for them the article from the Chicago Defender newspaper where Marcus Garvey got visited by Noble Drew Ali in Atlanta prison. No, we weren't talking about all Moors. We were talking about Cujo is disrespecting. Cujo's a Moor, dummy. So if Cujo's a Moor, then you're saying all Moors. And all Moors know the connection to Marcus Garvey and Noble Drew Ali. And don't let anybody bring you that fake Facebook picture with a guy with a top hat and they're telling you that's Noble Drew Ali. Why would he wear a top hat? Why don't Moorish American wear a top hat? We wear fez whole time and then now, oh yeah, we go meet Garvey, we're going to wear a top hat? You don't wear a turban or nothing like that? People making up fake pictures. Because they know the hypocrisy, trying to make us look like we're dumb. How's that Noble Drew Ali? Since when Noble Drew Ali wear a top hat? Find me any picture. Find me one picture with Drew Ali with a top hat on. Top hat. Saying that that's Noble Drew Ali, lying on the Prophet. And then talking about we're the ones disrespectful. We're not the ones disrespectful. We're the ones with the knowledge. We're the ones with the knowledge. The Moors.
Your sovereign identity, because only Ethiopia was never conquered, neither by Persia.
Stop lying. If Ethiopia wasn't conquered, why was Haile Selassie in exile? Why is he in exile? How did they exile the emperor of a country? Remember, they have no leaders. He was a leader of all this stuff. So the country, the city, the state, the empire, the nation, everything was ruled on by the emperor. So if the emperor got put in exile, how are you talking about Ethiopia's only place not conquered? How? Either you're dumb or somebody's lying to you. Pick one. Are you dumb or is somebody lying? Because we already told you that Ethiopia is Greek. Why are they telling you Abyssinia? Why are they saying Abyssinia? They keep bringing up this Ethiopia. European psychology. They're thinking like Europeans. Modern Europeans. Because they don't know themselves. They don't have a nationality. Which was the whole point on going on this thing. To teach our people about nationality. And they didn't want it. They wanted to debate Moors. About Moorish kingdom being under control by Jews and Ethiopia being some sovereign whatever.
So why you live in the UK? So why you live in the UK? So why you live in the UK? How come all you people don't go live in Ethiopia then? What are you still doing in the UK and America if you're so African? No. If you're so African, why are you still living in America and the UK if you're so African? If you're so African, if you're so Ethiopian, why are you living under subjugation still?
What I think that we do,
Please.
If I come and talk to you and say, Selassie,
Right, so yeah, and this is 2 hours in. So this stuff, this yelling stuff that you hear going on, been going on for 2 hours. Why? Because incompetent people want to talk when they shouldn't be allowed to talk because they're incompetent. I don't care how old you are. If you're incompetent, you don't talk. I don't care what you have to say. You're incompetent. You can't accept the fact that you're incompetent? Fine. We're going to talk over you the whole time. You're not going to get one word in. You're not going to get one word in. Unless, your friend, the host, your friend is going to give you a pass and allow you to get away with stuff that Moors aren't going to be able to get away with. And then these dummies aren't even realizing that their host guy, he didn't start off as Bey. He didn't start off as Bey. So now he's Bey, and then they're still saying they're black or whatever. This is their boy. This is their boy who has a radio show on their Galaxyafiwe station, this and nobody not, and we can say anything we want on this station. All right, so if you can say what you want, but you're talking incompetent, you shouldn't be allowed to have a station. The hell are you talking about? You shouldn't even be able to have a station. Shouldn't even have a station. Why do you even have a station? That the Moor who has a show on the station can't even present what he wants to present. You're bringing in your black African BS, trying to kill the thing that the Moor is trying to do. And then you're debating Moors as why the Moors going at people for. Because of this. We call it out here holding your corner. Certain people need to hold their corner. They shouldn't be talking. Zip the lip. I don't care how old you are. Why are you talking? You're incompetent.
And start cussing the rest, you're going to get defensive. And
What the hell are you guys talking
because
about?
I'm saying to you, we're talking about what does the Moor have, what does the Rasta have, what does the Christian have, what does the Nation of Islam have that can help our people on a global scale. So you see, when you're going to get in personal with our own professional leaders, it's going to cause a reaction. That's what I'm saying to you.
No, but I have not done that, brother Icon. Listen to what I said.
You just said the Moors, the situation of the Moors, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying to you, that's history. That's what the Moors got to talk about now is nationality. How can the Moors give us some...
You're talking about 500 years ago. How about right now?
Kingdom anymore. They've been taken over. They've only...
Stop lying. We just told you that they released the card.
That is why we're here. And when we're not speaking of Ethiopia, we're talking about the entire continent.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Stop lying. Stop.
Yeah. All of a sudden they're talking about the whole continent when they say Ethiopia. And all right, fine. We're going to ride with it. The whole continent was called Ethiopia. Then if you're so Ethiopian, why the hell are you still in UK? And why the hell are you still in America? If you're so from the continent over there. Why are you still in England? If you're so African. You didn't even go back to the islands. You stayed in the UK. But you're African. And you're a slave that was brought to the islands and then you went there to escape. So you're not going to go back to the islands? You're not even going to go back there? You're just going to play this we're African game, but you're never in Africa. You're never in Africa, but you're African. Some of you people never even been to Africa, but you're African.
Stop lying. Stop lying.
To create
Stop
a
lying.
nation within a nation, a government within a government.
Stop lying.
Because you have a sovereign constitution.
But
Stop lying.
what you just said is incorrect because the Moors haven't got a kingdom, an empire. You see, you can't.
No. Listen to me.
Stop lying. Stop
The
lying.
Moors didn't have an empire.
Stop
What
lying.
they did,
Right? The Moors didn't have an empire. How, if the Moors didn't have an empire, why is there S.P. Scott, History of the Moorish Empire? Why is there Stanley Lane Poole books on the Moors and Moors ruling? Why is there White Cargo and books about the Moors being the ones who were running the slave trade? And everybody was a slave to the Moors. No. Not gonna go there. They're gonna play their little games with you. The Moors didn't have an empire. But they're gonna agree that there's a Moroccan kingdom. Hold on a second. Okay, so a kingdom is subordinate to an empire, which means a kingdom can't exist without there being an empire. You're going to acknowledge the kingdom of Morocco, but you're not going to acknowledge the empire of Morocco. You know what that's called? That's called incompetence. That's called circular logic. Because opposed to just accept the point, opposed to just accept the fact, you're going to beat around the bush talking about all this madness that has nothing to do with the point. Which the point that we're making, that it's the Moroccan Empire. There's no African anything. African what? African nation of the whatever. I thought all those people sold out. No, they didn't sell out. Where's Gaddafi? What do you mean they didn't sell out? Where's Saddam Hussein and all these people? What happened to them? Oh, they were terrorists on the... Oh, okay, all right. Oh, you're going to go with the European narrative. You're not going to talk to the indigenous people over there to find out what was going on. You're going to talk to the foreigners who went there and go with their story. Sound familiar? That better sound familiar. That better sound familiar.
Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. No, stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. Right? Because we just told you. We just told you. The Moors went and got the car back from getting towed. No fees. Just Sunday. What do you mean the Moor stuff doesn't work? The hell are you people talking about? Find me one of your black nigger leaders that did that. What are you talking about? You tell me about Ethiopia when you're in the UK and you're in America and you're telling about some Ethiopia. What are you telling me about Ethiopia for? We're not in Ethiopia. If you want to talk about Ethiopia, why don't you go there? No, why don't you go there? Where do you live right now? Where do you live right now? Where do you live? Where do you live? Where do you live right now? Where do you live? Where do you live right now?
Richard, I'm right here in the horn of the Caribbean.
Where? You didn't, that's not a place. Where are you? Where are you? Where? What is the name?
In Jamaica.
Okay.
He's in Jamaica.
All right. So, if you're in Jamaica, right? Why, if you're so Ethiopian and that's your sovereign nation, and that's the whole continent of Africa, so that means you can go anywhere, why are you in Jamaica? Why don't you just go to Ethiopia?
Because Jamaica is the gateway of the Middle Passage, and Jamaica is strategically here for the returning of our people, who the majority was brought in the Caribbean.
So why haven't you returned?
I'm not insulting you, but
No, why haven't you returned? No, why? Just answer the question. Why haven't you returned? Why are you still in Jamaica? Why haven't you returned? I'm a Moor. Hold on a second. Let me make a point. I'm a Moor. I never been to Africa. I never came here on a slave ship. Right? I'm a Moor. I'm from this side of the hemisphere. I've never been over there ever in my life. My mom, my dad, nobody in my family ever taught us that we came from some slave ship. We're descendants of people who are from Africa, but we didn't come over here on slave ships. We had our own boat to come over here because we're the Moors. To the point where my last name goes back to Moors, and that's Scottish. So you're not going to tell me about some Europeans run Europe. Because everybody knows that they came from South America. Anybody who studies knows that Europeans don't come from Europe. That's our land. And wherever we are, that means we're the indigenous people. So we're in America and we're indigenous to America. We have pyramids over here. We don't need pyramids of Africa to be African. We got pyramids over here. We got pyramids. We have a Nile River over here. It's called the Mississippi. And it's the exact representation of the Nile over there. We have our own Memphis over here. We have our own Moab over here. So we're saying that as Moors, we have certain Aboriginal and indigenous rights here because we're the first people here and nobody can tell us anything. And if they do tell us anything, they're going to do that from a force of arms. So instead of you people in the UK talking crazy about go back to Africa, why don't you claim to be the indigenous people there? Because we're the first people everywhere, aren't we? Aren't we the first people everywhere? Hold on a second. Aren't we? Answer this question. Aren't we? Forget your bloodline. We're talking 2021. We're talking 2021. Forget where your ancestors come from.
Right, because you have to know who you are. Who are you? Well, I'm a continent. No, you're not. Who are you? Well, I'm a color. No, you're not. Who are you? I'm two continents? No, you're not. Who are you? I'm John. No, you're not. No, you're not. If your nose looks like that and your lips look like that, you're definitely not John. Who are you? Well, I came from my mom and... No. Who are you? You have no answer? You're stateless. Period. Nothing to talk about. Nothing to talk about. If you're not making the claim, if you don't make a claim, you default. Because guaranteed they're making a claim. And every one of the claims that they're making on your dumb ass is putting you in servitude. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially. Every single way possible. But you want to debate Moors. You want to go back to Africa, but never go back there. I thought you're from there. Like, why don't you just go back there? If you're from there like that, if they stole you like that out your house, and you can go back to your house and you choose not to go back to your house, you can go. All you gotta do is just go back to the house. You're not gonna go back? Why not? Why not? Or you're going to use your common sense and just claim to be the indigenous people where you are. Because if you're the first people everywhere on the planet, then anywhere you go, you're indigenous. I don't care where you go. Everywhere you are is your home. Everywhere where you are is the cradle of civilization. If that doesn't register, you're probably already a zombie or a vampire or something. It's already done. Just put the barrel in your mouth. It's over. You got bit. Because you're playing dumb. Now you're gonna turn. You have a spear. You know that zombies bite you, but you don't want to use a spear. You want to get up close and personal with the zombie. And then you get bit and now you're complaining. Because you thought it couldn't bite through the metal jacket that you were wearing. Well, zombies will bite through the metal jacket that you're wearing. You're dumb. Play to yourself. Now you want to debate Moors because you play to yourself. No, don't get mad at us because you play to yourself. Because we already told you we went to all those schools of thought. Negro, black, colored, African, and all the different schools of thought. And we told you that it's a dead end. It's a bunch of BS. That's why we found our way to being Moors now. Think we're just Moors because we just wanted to switch to some different school of thought from some... No, that's not what we realized. We realized anything that's being referenced as school of thought is a fraud. I don't care what it's called. Because it's about nationality. It's not about anything else other than nationality. For our people, everybody else, they could do whatever they want. They already got a nationality. Our people don't. And we suffer the most because of it.
We're talking about you right now. Forget your ancestors. No. Forget that. We're talking about right now.
That is you, my brother.
We're talking about right now.
I'm letting you know that myself and millions of we know we come from what the modern world refers to as Africa.
So why don't you go back there?
Where we're returning to.
That's my point. So why aren't you there right now? You're not in Africa right now, right? Are you? Are you in Africa? Are you in Africa right now? Answer the question. Are you in Africa right now?
We are in Africa.
Are
you
you
know
in...
the history of the Caribbean. You will realize that Jamaica is part of the continent that we refer to as Ethiopia.
So, if Jamaica is part of the continent known as Ethiopia, and that's across the Atlantic Ocean, and you're saying that you're from Africa, wouldn't that mean you're already in Africa? We'll just...
But in 1650, the Atlantic Ocean was known as the Ethiopic Ocean, my brother. So because no disrespect to you, you are very much self-educated to your own beliefs.
Self-beliefs? What beliefs? How's nationality a belief? How's nationality a belief?
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you. No, before you... No, hold on a second. So...
I would say, let me finish. Let me just reinforce the point I just said in 1 minute, Coach. I'm going to agree with everything that you just said because this is the point you're trying to say, and I see what you're saying. If we are the people of the planet, we are everywhere. So wherever you are, you're indigenous to that place, and we must start looking at it as we are a nation everywhere. So wherever we are, we need to enforce our sovereignty, and that's what you're saying. I know it's coming across very difficult to be able to pick it up, but that's exactly what you're saying. We're joined by Brother Kilimanjaro, and we're joined by, I think, Sister Shanice. Who do we have on the phone line? Brother Kilimanjaro, Sister Shanice, yeah?
Yeah, and this is Brother Errol and Sister Shanice Ford, our partner.
Rise up, Brother Errol. Rise up, brother. Peace and love to you, brother. Welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Shalom.
How is Gambia?
Gambia is beautiful. The sun is shining. It's very hot at the moment because waiting for the annual rain to come. But as I'm by the beach, I'm getting all the sea breeze and all that blow up on me. So I'm feeling wonderful. For the last 7 months, I'm feeling very Africated. Now, I've been listening to your show all morning, and I'm getting vexed. Yeah? I don't want to get vexed, and I don't want to just talk vexed, but you know, please tell your guests not to talk about, say, black nigger leaders. In American Canada, you might actually call each other niggers. We don't use that in the UK.
So Drew Ali told the Moors, when your brother does wrong, don't call him a nigger, call him a dirty Moor. Because even a nigger is a Moor. But you people are saying that you're not Moors. Alright? So if you're not Moors, then you're niggers. And all your leaders who are niggers and blacks and coloreds and sellouts and traitors, you're in the same boat with them. Don't get mad, get nationalized. Don't get mad, get a nationality. Because you can play games if you want to. You play games if you want to. And we've seen all the little movies and all that stuff. The UK movies on the internet box. And you guys act like niggers out there too. So stop the dumb stuff. Well, you don't like the word nigger. Nobody likes the word nigger. That's why we call you nigger, so hopefully you get knocked to your senses. Because we're the only ones who could call you to your face. We're the only ones who can call you out your name, your brother. Little Chinese guy over there come around and try say nigger. You're mad. You didn't do nothing. Just be mad. Just be a crybaby. Do nothing about it. Europeans shoot you in the face, murder your children, you do nothing about it. You just be a crybaby. But we're not babysitters. Especially not your babysitter if you're adult. Especially if you're older than me and you don't know about nationality, you're incompetent. And I don't have to listen to anything that you say. I don't have to listen to anything. Because what are you going to tell me? You're stateless. What are you going to tell me? Nothing that you say is of any benefit to humanity and to society, to anything. Because you're stateless. We're bringing our people back to their nationality and their birthrights. I was talking to one of the Moors earlier too, because he was listening to this and we were cracking up about it. And we came to the realization of the actions of these people is why Noble Drew Ali told the Moors, I'm not going to wake you all up at once. Because if I wake you all up at once, you're going to tear up some stuff. This is exactly why. Because these people aren't even ready to have nationality yet. They can't even manage a damn radio show. What are you going to do with nationality? Look what they did with a radio show. That's basic. Everybody has one of those. Now look what they got going on. Debating their brothers about who we are because their brothers ask them, what's the name on your license? Because one thing with Moors is that we checkmate you every time. Right? We checkmate you every time. Because we deal with facts and our people deal with emotions. And how we know they deal with emotions, because when we ask them what name's on the license, he felt embarrassed because he knows the name on the license is not the name on their IG. And the name on the license is not the name on their Facebook. And it's not the name that they parade around the place and tell people that's who they are. That's not really their name. They got a European name like all these other slaves out here. So they feel embarrassed. And then they get in their emotions. And then they want to talk crazy to Moors who they think, oh, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And oh, praise Allah, we're the Moors. And that you wouldn't get choked out or something. Because we're not here to play any games with you. You're either going to nationalize or die. Those are your options. If you're playing physical earth plane stuff, nationalize or die. Those are your options. And as you see around you, so many who are not nationalized are dying. Many who are not nationalized all over the world are dying right now. And we're not talking about natural death and all that stuff. We're talking about some rat in a maze death. Experiment on people death. We're talking about natural causes. And then there's only these particular people that they're treating like rats in a maze. Everybody else has a nationality.
I fight growing up because a white boy called me nigger when I was going to school. Anybody called me that when I was growing up. This is war.
Yeah, so do we.
England, yeah?
So do we, yeah.
So, and let me finish, please. You're not late, but you interrupted people want me to listen to the show. I don't get upset because we're all one. I don't care what you want to call yourself. Listen, I want to ask you some questions. Have you ever been to Morocco? Why don't you go back and live in Morocco? Yeah?
What do you mean? Morocco's America. Morocco is America.
You're not in Morocco.
Morocco is in America.
Right? I'm not in Morocco. I'm in Canada, says the black guy, the African guy. The guy who doesn't know himself with a European name on a license is telling me that I'm not in Morocco. I'm in Canada. No. This was promoted. This was promoted as Canaanland Moors, Grand Sheikh Kudjo Ado El. It's coming to talk to these people. Bring your questions. They're going to say, I'm from Canada. Right? Lying again. Because Canada is a colonial corporation. That's not a country. But these are people who know themselves. How come they don't know that? How come they don't have enough respect and honor for the Moors to call our land Canaanland, like we said that it's called, and been saying that it's called for the past 10 years? We've been saying this is Morocco. We've been had people verify that America is Maghreb al-Aqsa, Morocco the farthest west. The Moors got the car back because the plate said Morocco. So if the plate said Morocco, and then they got the car back, wouldn't that mean that this would have to be Morocco? Because this is not the kingdom over there. This is not the kingdom over there. Oh yeah, and Moors were joking about that. Oh my gosh, how you sit through this or whatever like that. I'm Alim, Asir, Taj, Nature. Like I'm their student. Juali, Obashango El, Bobby Hemmett, we're thick-skinned. These people are the lowest on the totem pole. Their emotions only affect them. Their emotions don't affect me. I am shielded from their emotions. Their emotions have absolutely no effect on me. Because I already turned off the emergency emotional reader that they try to have you, and then you don't punch somebody in the face when they deserve it. You don't play games with people. So the meter's turned off. There's no black, Negro, colored, and any of that BS if we're on a platform. You're either calling in to ask questions, but I'm not listening to your opinion. I'm not listening. I have a right not to listen to your opinion, especially if I know it's going to come from an incompetent position. And I'm going to tell you about it too. Because I do know better. Obviously, you don't know better because you're calling yourself black. and continents and colors and shades and calling yourself everything else. That means nothing. Don't get mad because the Moors cuss you out. Don't get mad. Go prove us wrong. And like on the other thing that they did, when they even asked Brother Sheldon, well, why is he mean like that? He shouldn't be talking like that. The Moors are supposed to be. He said, well, I mean, we've been telling you for 10 years and you're still not getting it. I mean, what do you want? What do you want? Now, you really expect to get told for another 10 years? You're supposed to get told? Really? All right, then get told. And how you're going to get told is worse and worse, and more rude and more rude. Because these Moors just went to the Europeans and said that they're Moors and got their car back. After they towed it. After they towed the car, these Moors, not black guys, not Africans, not Nuwapians, not BIPOC, not Nation of Gods and Earths, not Nation of Islam, not Hebrew Israelite, not Rastafarians, not Black Power people, not Kemetic guys, not holistic guys, not New Age yoga ladies, none of that, none of them. All of them are paying their fines. All of them are paying their tickets. All of them are getting towed and then they're going to pay fees to get their stuff back. The Moors just walk up in there, ask for the stuff back, got the stuff back, and then you're debating Moors. Nah, you deserve to get cussed out. That's all you get. You don't get anything else. Well, obviously you don't care, so why should I care? What do I care for? I only care what Moors say. And ain't no Moors came and said, you shouldn't do that because, no. Almost, thanks, Kudrosh. If you didn't cuss that dude out, I might have bought a package from that guy. If you didn't cuss that dude out,
Morocco's America.
Let me finish it.
Morocco's America.
America's not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Your ignorance. Yes, it is. Morocco is America. Morocco's America. What am I listening to? He's lying.
Geography, my friend. I'm going to teach you some geography. Before the world drifted apart, everywhere was Africa. And then it broke up into pieces and went along the Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Ocean. That's the geography of the world. Yeah, you look it up.
So can I ask you a question? 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 Please, can I ask a question? Please, can I ask a question? Please, can I ask a question, please? Hold on a second. Let me get this right. Let me get this straight, right? Let me get this straight. You just said out of your own mouth that at one time everywhere was known as Africa, right? Right? That's what you just said, right? No. Hold on a second. Just now, what you said was the whole world was once known as Africa. That's what you just said. I'm just confirming if that's what you said.
Yeah, I just said.
All right.
Yes.
Hold on a second. Okay. All right. So, and then now it's separated, right?
Yes, it broke apart.
All right. Okay, it broke apart. Now, so, okay. All right. So it drifted apart. Okay. So, wouldn't that mean that America is Africa?
No, it wouldn't mean it. Wouldn't. America's a name.
No. Wouldn't it mean that the place? Wouldn't that mean if? Hold on a second. Let me go again. Slow down. I don't care what you're calling it. Listen to what I'm telling you. Come on, stop, man. Stop. What do you mean you're not going into names?
Don't be disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful. No, this is other people's point. Because you want to make your point and tell me your Moors. I am not a bloody Moor, and I'm a black man living in Africa. So what? And my skin is black. Whether it's shade, doesn't matter. Your skin is black. Your skin.
So if he's a black man, right? If he's a black man and he's African and he's not a Moor and all this, then why are they on a call that Moors are on, talking about Moorish things? If these people have nothing to do with Moors and they don't care about Moors and forget who the Moors are and we're not Moors or whatever, then why are they on a show, a platform, a broadcast with Moors who are going to be talking about Moorish things? Why are they here? They don't want to hear about any of this. So why are they even in the vicinity of this conversation? Be careful, because of some of your own not wearing turbans and fezzes are going to put you right back into slavery. They're going to put you right back into slavery.
Skin's black? Your skin's black? Your skin's black. Don't lie. You're a liar. Your skin's dark brown. You're a liar. Your skin is dark brown. Your skin's dark brown. You're a liar. You're a liar. Your skin's dark brown. Your skin's not black. Lying.
Oh yeah, that was a good one too. Oh, here's a condescending attitude. No, you're just a slave. That's your problem. That's your problem. You're just a slave. We're trying to tell you, let's go. The house is burning down on the plantation. That's not our house. That's Massa's house. Massa's in it. Let's go. Nah, you don't want to go. You want to wait to see if it burns all the way down, to see if Master really died and all this. What are you talking about? Why are we staying here? The house is burning down right now. Master's in it. You're not leaving the plantation? You're talking about let's go get buckets of water? Slave-minded people. Slavic-minded. Slavic-minded. Don't know their self. And yes, the sickness, this is the pandemic. Incompetence, that's the pandemic. Forget COVID. Forget COVID. The pandemic is niggerdom. That's the pandemic. We're on the plantation. We could leave, but you want to chill. Well, what do we have here? Well, we got the chitlins and we got the ox feet and the pig ears and the snout soup, some pig snout soup and all that. That's what you're about? Uninstall the Moors worldwide. We took one for the team today. They had me like a pinata on there, but it's all good. We made it out the other side. Kept all the candy. Honors to all the Moors. Islam, peace to all the mothers. Honors to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali.